Cells on the outside of the road. If that's not practical, please make sure they're held or easily within your reach. There is no eating, drinking, smoking, or vaping while you're on the train, except for bottled water. We ask you to put the cap back on after you've had your sip. Also, everyone remain safely seated. Keep arms, hands, and feet all inside the car. So we're just leaving the Susquehanna plantation. This was the building that the family lived in. It was on a 700-acre property in Maryland. And they raised wheat, corn, and tobacco. The red building there is a single-room house where the Plimpton family lived. Mr. and Mrs. plus 5 children. The gray building behind the windmill here is Daggett Farm, one of our working farms that we do grow produce in the back inside that fenced area. This building was from before the Revolutionary War. Presenters in here pitch themselves a meal every day. They'd love to talk to you about what it was like living there before and during the Revolutionary War. The area across the road there that has a fence around it is the place where we allow our workhorses, all of our post-rod draft horses, get to come out here to relax after they've worked in the village for a few days. Get them on a soft surface and let their muscles relax and get back into shape after working pulling wagons or pulling farm equipment. As we go around the corner here, we're being pulled by our 1941 diesel switcher engine from General Electric. It was used in Charleston, South Carolina, at a naval base where they took care of loading ammo and other supplies onto ships going over to support our troops in Europe during World War II. Now listen to the whistle for a crossing signal. It's still used today. The bell, then you'll hear the whistle. 2 longs, a short and a long. Now we're entering our wildlife preserve area. In the wildlife preserve, you might find deer, fox, possum, raccoon, lots of squirrels. Also, there are coyotes in here. And on the right-hand side is the Rouge River running past us. You might see egrets or blue herons in there. You never know. Also might see some geese, of course, and lots of wild turkeys. Then again, you might not see any. I'm going to be quiet now and let you experience riding on the rails in the late 1880s, right on up through the early 1900s. As you're finishing this curve up here, if you look on the left, you'll see Walnut Grove. That's where these baseball games are played. We have 2 teams of our own. They're both playing each other today. During the year, they go travel. One of them will, and the other will stay here. And teams come from all over the Midwest to play against them. Up on the top of the hill, those buildings are along Maple Lane, which is the Porches and Parlors area. If you wave to the players, I promise they'll wave back to you. Look at all the fans up on the hill watching. Game's a little different. 1876 rules. They have a different ball, a different bat. You'll notice the players don't have gloves on. Up ahead of you there, that building with that's yellow and brown is part of our Henry Ford Academy. It is a charter school in Wayne County. And youngsters get admitted to 9th grade by lottery. They apply, if they're residents of Wayne County, they can apply, and then they have a lottery that decides who's coming in. Each year we end up with about 525 students. This 10th and 11th grade meet here, 9th grade meets over in the museum, and around the corner here there's 3 Pullman cars where the seniors have their classes. Henry Ford was concerned. He wanted to make sure youngsters had a chance to learn about technology, engineering, mathematics, and the arts. So he made sure that was happening here. He might be seen talking to them in their classrooms or even going on field trips with them. As we pass the classrooms, you'll notice some canoes on the left-hand side. Those are used during summer camp here, where the counselors take the campers out on a ride around our lagoon. The lagoon is actually a watershed protection area. All of the water range drains up in the village come down to this lagoon. That's where the water comes from and gets collected here. Once again, you're going to get to hear that crossing signal. It's used at any time we're coming to either a people crossing or an automotive crossing of some sort. The bell rings, then the whistle does its signal. Same as is used on our railroads here in the United States and Canada. Across the head on the left is a small stone building. It was a gatehouse, but there's a roadway right beside it that goes up the hill. That goes up to Martha Mary Chapel. That is a chapel that is non-denominational. Henry Ford had built here, and he named it after his mother-in-law and his mother. Many, many weddings happen there during the season, as well as some other celebrations. Next to it, on the right-hand side from this view, is a green building. That's the entrance to Taste of History, the cafeteria restaurant. At the other end of Taste of History, you'll see a white building. That is our sit-down restaurant called the Eagle Tavern. Servers there served you in 1860 clothing. It used to be a stagecoach stop on the way to Lansing. Just past it, you'll see a building with a food truck on top. That covers our 1913 commercials filmed in Carousel. It's next to a playground, and just past the carousel is Stand 44, our newest restaurant. It's the only one that has on its menu possibilities pizza for you, along with the other things that they serve at Stand 44. We're now pulling into Spruce Creek Station in the Railroad Junction area. If you decide you'd like to get off here, you have to wait till the train stops. The engineer will set the brake, then you'll blow the whistle one time. That allows you to get off on the left-hand side only, and that's Mike welcoming you into the station. Wait now for the whistle. There it is. Now, as you're deboarding, if you're getting off here, please check behind you to make sure you didn't leave anything on the seating that you should be taking with you.